Hey, we're Tonight Alive and you're watching Pure Volume. A bunch of fans sent us in some questions, so we're going to answer them for you. Jenna Robbins would like to know what's the most surprising song or album on your iTunes.
I've got Taylor Swift on there. You have One Direction on there. I guess that's not surprising.
I don't have it. I don't.
Probably just all my voice memos from all of our
That's so
ideas
true.
on the
They're very weird sounding.
I turn on my iTunes sometimes and Wax voices humming out a new melody or something. It's funny.
That's true. Paige Brennan would like to know, she read that Rufio and Thrice are some of your biggest influences as a band. What are your favourite Rufio and or Thrice albums and why?
My favourite Rufio album, Paige, is, would have to be Perhaps I Suppose. I just love all the guitars on that, all the harmonies on the guitars, and which just why I started playing guitar really. Thrice, that's really difficult. I like Illusion of Safety, Identity Crisis, Artist in the Ambulance. I love Major Minor as well. No, I love
Like
Every single Thrice song is
But
really
again, for me, it was definitely the guitars and what they did with them that really kind of caught me and influenced me to play guitar.
Emma Wright asks, Matty, how long have you been playing the drums and what kind of kit did you play first?
I have been playing the drums for about 13 or 14 years now.
And what kind of kit did you
And
have?
I started on a power beat, which was, my parents bought it for me for about $100 and it was so beaten up. And I used it for about 6 years until I saved up enough money to get a new one. So yeah, that's it.
What do you play now?
I play a Tama Star Classic, but being a birch.
Hazim Hasni, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, would like to know what kind of pedals and guitars we use.
We use ESP guitars, the Eclipse models. Cam uses a Fender P-Bass. I don't really like to use like many pedals. I rather get the tone from the head. But the pedals I do have, I just have a volume pedal. I have a DD20 delay pedal, just a channel switcher. I've got my wireless on there as well, and I got a noise suppressor because every venue has different power and it's always noisy. So I just use that to kind of cut all the noise and stuff out. And Jake pretty much just uses the same thing. He's just got I've got a Polytune chromatic tuner rather than a. Okay, this is really techy. Well, anyway, he's just got a tuner, he's got a noise suppressor, and yeah, that's all. Cool. I'm going to stop before I keep going.
That's good.
It's interesting.
Very interesting.
Vanessa Thompson.
Vanessa Thompson.
Okay.
Jenna, what are your pre-show vocal warm-up rituals?
I usually warm up between 2 and 1 hours before we go on stage, and then again before we go on, just a brief. I do trills with my lips and my tongue, and I do articulation warm-ups, range building. Thanks, guys. I make sure I warm up sort of this area. It's got a lot of muscles that you can use to project. I do a breathing exercise. Pretty much, I'm exercising to I just spat to a lesson that I recorded at my singing lessons. So I would recommend that, Vanessa.
All right.
Good answer.
It's either Rochelle or Rachel.
I think that's Rachel.
Okay, Rachel Dalgleish. If you guys had to get one of your own lyrics tattooed on yourselves, what would you get and why?
That's a cool question.
Oh, that's rough.
There's a lyric from our song Sure as Hell that says, "My only wish that we would see the sun at the end of all of this." And I think that would be the one for me. It's quite positive.
Do you have any comment, Matt?
No, I have no comments on that, sorry.
Okay. Me either.
Sorry, Jen. Not that I don't want the lyrics on there, but I just can't think of one at the
I have
moment.
thought about it before.
Off the new
Is that
album,
weird?
Bathwater's lyrics are pretty powerful, though.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah. Bree Alford, what are your favourite songs right now?
We just listened to a Nickelback album in the car on the way here.
What are the good songs from that one? There's like 2 that were amazing. wants to be the last one there. That one, whatever that's called. Somebody for me out there, I don't know.
What else is there? What do
At
we
the
listen
moment,
to?
we're all about Citizen at the moment.
You listen to the Citizens' new record, Youth.
Oh, Bring Me the Horizon semi-eternal
Yeah.
has been awesome, really good.
Yeah, The Summer by Citizen is probably my favourite from that record. What about you, Matt?
Right now,
What's the first thing you put on when you look at your iPod?
probably The Acceptance.
It's nice.
Any of their songs.
All right, guys. Jared Matthew Quimson asks, what's the best advice you guys can give to new musicians looking to get somewhere?
Play as many shows as you can, really.
I think the one of them is surround yourself by people that are like-minded and have the same goals as you. It definitely gets hard, especially when you get to a level where things are starting to happen. If someone has a different goal than you, you always end up fighting, and it's horrible. So find people that are really like-minded, have the same kind of goals as you, and write songs.
Yeah, really focus on the songwriting and make sure you have good songs so when you play them live, or if you send them away anywhere, they actually get noticed.
Yeah, I think the behind-the-scenes stuff is some of the most important, well, it is the most important that the band will ever do, because it's not really the photos or the way that you present yourself as a band that's going to take you places. It's the good songwriting, the tight live performance. It takes a lot of work behind the scenes when you're not in front of people to become a good band and to get noticed. So
Yeah, so focus on your songs and focus on
live
playing
performance,
shows.
Yeah.
And good people.
And good people.
Surround yourself with good people. Lena
Lena F.
Lana F.
You guys covered Mumford & Sons, Little Lion Man and Pungo's Pop 4. What are some other pop songs you want to cover in the future?
Dirty pop.
Look at this photograph!
There's a lot of Nickelback references happening here.
Paul Simon, You Can Call Me Out.
How does that go?
Betty, when you call, you can call me out. Call me out. Man walks down the street and says... Oh, anyway.
Torn by Natalie and Julia
Oh,
would be
yes.
awesome.
Come on,
Oh.
Just like 90s pop songs, I think we would like to do. All right, next song. Chloe Rose, that's a
song.
nice name. Oh, next song.
next question.
Next question.
Next.
What are your favourite movies?
10 Things I Hate About You and Lords of Dogtown.
You go. Well, I think.
I like the Born Identity trilogies, the Die Hard trilogies, Ocean of... Oh, well, I guess there's 5 Die Hards now. And the Ocean trilogies.
I can't go past Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings.
Oh, Lord of the Rings, yeah.
Straight up.
All right,
Nice.
good call.
Nice.
Um,
Tight answers.
Chasing Maverick. Yeah, that's about it.
Sean Mafia?
Yeah. Cool name, man.
Don't want to say the wrong thing here. Where do you draw influence from when writing music?
It's just daily experiences for me, lyrically. A lot of the lyrics are just notes that I write down in my phone or on a piece of paper that, it's me talking to myself really. And even though a lot of the time I sort of preach in our music and try to teach lessons or give advice, a lot of the time I'm actually speaking to myself, so.
I think a main influence for us is to watch live bands that we respect and admire and want to get better. That makes us want to get better. I think a lot of bands fall into this thing that they see a better band and they're like, oh, I'm never going to get there. Like, why can't I be that good? But I feel like those bands that you look that are better than you, you'd be like, wow, I want to be like that. Like,
Apply that.
I'm going to work so I get to that. And then once you get to that, then you see another band that's better and you're always climbing. And I think that's what really influences us with our live performance and our songwriting.
With drums, trying to figure out what message Jen wants to get across in what parts and what mood or what Wack wants to do with his guitars or the music or something, and really enhancing that and letting each instrument in their part speak, really.
That's cool.
And just playing the song.
Awesome.
Does that make sense?
It did make
That makes
sense.
sense.